Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. I am Heidi, Simon's mama and founder here at Simon Says Stamp. We're in Columbus, Ohio, thanks to Reed behind the scenes. Thank you, Reed. Woo. And Brian behind the scenes. Thank you, Brian. The magic of the lights and the sound, does not escape me how much work and how much trouble it is and how much I appreciate them getting it right, the microphone, everything, every time. So thank you guys. And thank you to all of you who are tuning in live today. I've got some sunny vibes today and some not so sunny but funny vibes today that hopefully will get you laughing and giggling along with me. Tons of inspiration. I've got some news to share, some updates, some things that we have coming up. And I'm glad you're here with me live because that means you could win a $100 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. Every time we go live, we try to do something special for those of you that are watching us live. If you're watching us on rewatch, we welcome you to. Please don't be shy. Please comment. Let us know what you're looking for. Give us suggestions. We do try to go live around this time on Fridays. Seems to kind of be our magic number. But Stamptember is coming up. So sometime in August, we are planning to do a little bit of a live or a Q&A or a premiere to answer questions about Stamptember and also share news and updates what's going to happen this year because it is our 15th anniversary of Stamptember. So more of that will come. I'm just kind of giving you all updates. I got a lot of people joining in. And Betsy Green, it's good to see you again. I saw Betsy was posting on Instagram yesterday already with the Sunny Vibes release. Thank you. We love it when people put inspiration out there to share. Sameen, I've got some of your cards today to share. I can't wait to show people. I see even Kathy Zilski, who's illustrated products in the release I'll be sharing with you today. And Nina and Sherry, I think, is on vacation today, a very well-deserved vacation. But Nina also illustrated some of the products that I'll be showcasing today, along with inspiration from around the world to hopefully get you creating. Now, I was thinking about this, you know, in my car. I don't know, do you guys do that when you're driving in the car? You're thinking about what's ahead of you, what to talk about. And I was thinking about how I was hoping to encourage everybody watching, whether you're watching live or on rewatch, to actually send some of the cards you're making this weekend. I would love to challenge you. And even if it's something as simple as putting one in your neighbor's mailbox or your kid's bedroom pillow or the bathroom for your partner so they can see a card and read it and lighten their day, because really it does make a difference. So I just want to challenge you to get to make something this weekend. Hopefully I can inspire you and all the designers that have sent me. I've got so much inspiration laid out on this table to share with you that it'll pick up some nuggets of inspiration for you so you can get creating this weekend too. I do plan on doing some creating on Sunday. My craft room was slimed. My daughter and her friends made the biggest batch of slime I've ever seen in my life on the floor of the craft room. Like, it seriously almost filled a full-size garbage bag when I was done. Or when I was done cleaning it. But you know, so my craft room has been cleaned up for the most part, and I'm looking forward to getting into it this weekend to make some cards. If you're watching us live, you could win a $100 gift card. Reed is going to be watching the comments. Share with us what you're thinking. And interestingly, I would love to hear in your chat, when you make cards, where do you usually send them? Or who do you send them to? Do you like to send them to charities? You know, there's a lot of nursing homes around the holidays that get them. Do you send them to friends, family? Do you send them to neighbors, teachers? I'd love for you guys to share in the chat. Do you keep them? Like, I heard Kathy Zilski, we were at a call with Kathy yesterday, and she was talking about how she sends them to Simon because then we put them as inspiration at the events we host. So I'd love for you guys to chat. I don't know how much of a delay this is on Reed because I still see everybody saying hi Reed and all of that. So I'd like to really hear from you guys. It helps us design product when we know who your audience is for the cards. We're thinking, this time of year, we're thinking about what sentiments do we want to put on cards. If you're sending to coworkers, we want to send a bunch of coworker sentiments. If you're sending to your kids, we want to start thinking about sentiments that are good for kids. Or teachers, we want to make sure that we have enough teacher sentiments. And so when we get feedback from you, friends and family, when we get feedback from you like this, it helps us be better for you. So this is the kind of thing. Sick and shut in and widows, those are, I mean, wonderful. Talk about spreading sunny vibes to people and hopefully funny vibes. 5 kids, all married. Shauna, Wow. Oh my goodness. 5 kids all married. I have 2, and I think about raising 2 and how long and how much time and energy that must be really fulfilling by the time they're married and you get to celebrate their lives and grandkids and things like that. So I'm just sorry, I'm looking at the chat before I continue. Yes, we want to make what you need. Grandchildren love cards. Oh my gosh, when my kids get cards from my parents for the holidays, they read it, they always read what's inside. Friends and family. Unexpected surprises. I know I almost like to send birthday cards late or early because it's a little bit of a bigger surprise when they get it late or early. Wait a minute, Kathy Zilski, are you picking on me about cats? Yes, I have. Someday we could talk more about cats. I have 5 cats. Okay. So thank you guys for sharing. Don't be hesitant to keep sharing. Reed is going to be drawing a random person today to get a $100 gift card to Simon Says Stamp, and then you can purchase any of these beautiful products. And I hope you can sneak peeks. We've got some product laid aside for you all around this table. So I think, oh, let me go through some more housekeeping before I show you inspiration. Thank you for joining us live or rewatch. We've got tons in store for you and updates. We also have our every month this year, we're celebrating Tim Holtz 20 years of distress. Oh, I better turn my phone off. Reed, sorry, that's my fault, Reed. I'm sorry. Reed, I didn't mean to do that. 20 years of distress with Tim Holtz. So if you use the code DSTR20, and you can find it on our website, it's on the front page, DSTR20, you can stock up on your Tim Holtz distress products for 20% off. This month we're celebrating with inks and reinkers. So that includes oxides, archivals, his regular dye ink, and the reinkers. You can save 20% off. While you're picking up your spritzes, if you saw, he launched a surprise new addition to the distress line on Saturday. And there are these beautiful distress sprays in an assortment of 12 different colors for now. And I happen to love them. I love the jar, or the bottle. I love the delivery system for these spritzes. I love the absolutely luminous, and we have some inspiration that showcases that today. They're really luminous and beautiful. If you post anything on social media using the hashtag, I want to get the hashtag exactly right, SSS20 years of distress. So SSS 20 years of distress. Every month, we're giving away a $500 gift card. If you make anything using any distress product, post it on social media. It helps also if you tag Tim Holtz at Tim_Holtz, because then he can see what you're making too, and I know that he loves that. So you can tag him for the fun of it, but also if you hashtag it, we are out there every month looking for random people to get $500 shopping sprees, because we're celebrating 20 years of distress too with you. Okay, I'm trying something new this time. I'm standing up, so I'm gonna, if I move around a little bit more than usual, I'll have to work on that. So Reed, is now a good time to start into the inspiration? Are you reading? Yeah. Are you reading the chat? Okay.
You ready? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna start with inspiration that combines new products from our Sunny Vibes release, product from Create. If you attended our Create event, you can see that we had some special products available for Create, and also this brand new Simon Says Stamp die set that matches some of Tim's most popular stamps. So I wanted to start, I don't know, Reed, if you need my help with anything.
You're doing great. Okay. You keep doing what you're doing.
So Tim has this Floral Outlines stamp set, which is one of your all's favorites. So we are taking it up a notch. We designed dies that coordinate with the set, and then we also have little flowers so that you can layer, and this is a perfect sample by Sherry Carroll, how she watercolored the beautiful Floral Outline stamp set, and see how she used the duplicate floral die that's included in the Simon Says Stamp set. So she layered her flowers. I don't know how well that goes on camera, but in person, it gives it a lot of extra added dimension. And the fun thing is, Sherry not only made this beautiful box, The Life You Love, she also illustrated this Create die. So I'm gonna pull this over here and show you this new stamp set. We gave these away to our students at Create, and now we are releasing them for the rest of you to enjoy. It's a stamp set, simply create. Life is not about what you were given, it's about what you create the possibilities of your dreams, the life you can't wait to wake up to. Words like imagine, inspire, dream, create, share. It's a beautiful stamp set. It has the coordinating dies, and as you can see here, Sherry used the coordinating dies on a glossy black cardstock to create that create sentiment. And this is one of Tim Holtz's vignette boxes. Love these boxes for creating mixed media, and it really can sit on a shelf, on your bedside table, in your bathroom, anywhere special to remind you about beautiful things. And then I also have a card that is combining Tim's floral stamps. This is by Callie Person. It's his floral outline stamp set, die cut with our new dies, and also added a brand new I hope you smile today sentiment. Thank you, Callie, for sending inspiration. She popped these up. See how she used these foam squares? Our Simon Says Stamp foam squares have been really popular. They're a great staple. I'm proud that we're able to offer such quality by Scrapbook Adhesives as the manufacturer, and I'm seeing them used in a lot of cards, so I'm glad you guys are liking them. You also have been loving our color blends. This is a cardstock assortment, and you can see that Callie actually used this color blend on the sentiment she sent out. These color blends are also special because I put them in the card kit this month. So if you picked up our July card kit already, you'll know you're going to get all 8 of these beautiful high quality. These are printed in the USA, and these die cut beautifully. They also work with toner. They're also a great background. You can see them used lots of ways. These have been really popular from the Sunny Vibes release. This is a new color assortment. You might see we also have another Brights assortment on our website. We've got several to choose from, so you can take a look. Okay, into some more of my favorite products I want to talk about. Finally, after all these years of carrying yellow microfiber cloths, that essentially I would get in bulk and we would repackage for you because you all are loving microfiber cloths, and I get it, so do I. They're great for cleaning your stamps, they're great for cleaning glitter, they're great for cleaning your work surface. So now we have one for only $1.99. So this microfiber cleaning cloth is black, so it's gonna help hide those ink stains. And this is available at Simon Says Stamp exclusively. It's $1.99. I wanted to get it to a reasonable price point so you could pick up several if you wanted. The other products that I absolutely love as a card maker, and so I'm constantly working with our manufacturers to bring things like this to life for you, are these already pre-scored, pre-cut A2 size note cards. We have them in white and some other basic colors on our website, but we're adding, you guys are loving them, and I love them too as a card maker. It saves you not having to cut and score your own cards, blank card bases, and they come in packs of 10. We've got the sea glass, the navy, and then the fog for you. So these are packs of 10. They're only $5.99, and that saves you the time and the trouble. However, if you're one of those people that likes to score and make your own envelopes or even your own note cards, we also finally have, okay, Reed, I see there's a question. I'll slow down.
You're good, you're doing great. The microfiber cloth, is it lint free?
I don't know. I mean,
what's that question mean?
I mean, I don't even know. We talked about that when we were doing the information on the back. I mean, you could kind of be the judge for it yourself. I think that things advertise to be lint-free all the time, but then I find pieces of lint. This is basically lint-free. I mean, I guess it's meant to deter lint, so I guess we would call it technically lint-free. So I don't know if that was a good answer. That was clear as mud. But the other product, if you want to do your own scoring, we have brought a super affordable scoring board to the market for you. So as you can see, this is 5.5 by 7 1/8. It comes with a scoring tool. This is a nice little bit of an off-white scoring. It's only $9.99. It's a great price point for you. We also sell other tools separately and as bundles on the website with this. We have other, like a Teflon bone folder. We are selling that as a bundle too, because the Teflon bone folder allows you to score your note cards and not have that like shiny sheen. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. If you've done a lot of stamping and card making, you probably know what I'm talking about. The other thing is we have scoring tools that have little ball tips and things, lots of options for you, but this also comes with its own scoring tool. handy dandy, under $10. This is a great scoring board. I'm gonna open it because I want you to see. I wasn't prepared to open this, so I'm sorry, Reed, to take up this time.
While you're opening that, quick question was, what is the weight of the color blended cardstock?
It's 100 pounds Simon Says Stamp cardstock. That's a great question because that's why one of the reasons why I'm so picky about my card bases is I like them to be a nice, heavy duty, not so heavy that you can't layer it, but this is 100 pounds Simon Says Stamp branded cardstock, and we cut it and scored it for you to save you the trouble. If you love to score or make your own envelopes, we actually took our new scoring tool and put the card sizes on the back, some little graphs with measurements, how to do your own envelopes. There's even some little embossed designs and a ruler that you can use. And so again, this is under $10. It's our brand new, only available at Simon Says Stamp scoring board, Simon Says Stamp scoring board. So we have our logo on the back of it there for you. And I'm gonna talk about another one of my favorite products, and that's our 3D embossing folders. So this one is called Winslow Medallions. Great for your backgrounds. It looks great with a metallic cardstock. And I'm gonna go back because we are taking some of Tim's most popular, and when you guys ask for it, request sought out stamp sets. Like this one is called Flower Shop, and we are giving you dies available to coordinate with them. So we also have these Flower Shop coordinating dies available. I've got some inspiration. This is a nice card. Nina Marie Trapani made this. This is a little bit bigger card. This is I think this is what they call an A7. I like having a little bit more space to create on. See how she stamped with the Flower Shop stamp, and then she die cut. And I love having these very beautiful, this is a really hot trend right now, when you have the fine edges of florals and are able to cut those fine edges. So I thought this would make a really good one for us to do dies with. So we did. We took some of your favorite Tim Holtz stamps, and we have now created dies for you. Another one of your favorites that we've created the dies for is the floral trims. These are two very large background florals, or not even background. You can use them like in this card. This card is by Callie Person, how she put it in the, do you call that the front ground, foreground? And is it front ground? When it's on the front, is that foreground? So then we created floral trims. And again, with these flowers that will pop out for you so they can add dimension to your cutout. And these are more of that hot trend of cutting out the really detailed parts of these flowers. And these flowers are made here in Ohio at Stampers Anonymous. Thank you, Ted and the Stampers Anonymous crew for making beautiful stamps for all of us to enjoy. This is red rubber, another one of Tim's. This is the last one that I'm going to be showing you today. This is another one of his really fan favorites, and I went for florals this time. We decided to add dies, so you don't have to fussy cut. You can do the dies for Bold Botanical. It even includes a template of one of these rectangles. And then the flowers themselves, which you can see here, Sherry Carroll used that rectangle background. This is all with alcohol ink, and Sherry, it's beautiful. I love how you alcohol ink the flower. So she stamped with an archival black ink, and then she colored over the top of it and layered it. Thank you, Sherry. She added some ideology to this. So you're taking your Bold Botanical stamp set up a few notches, adding some foam, popping it up, cutting it out, adding some embellishments, putting it on a beautiful cardstock base. She even used that back, you guys see that floral, that watercolor I just showed you? She even used that in the background, the floral trims. So thank you to Sherry. Again, I don't know if Sherry's watching live today, but she may watch on rewatch. Thank you for creating these beautiful things for us to enjoy, Sherry. I'm glad that you're enjoying a very well deserved time off. Okay, now I want to talk about my favorite card. You guys are probably seeing this in our storefront. Joe Sisavath. This is what I want to make this weekend. I want to mass produce this card. So Joe used the brand new Iceland poppies that are part of our Sunny Vibes release, and see how they actually cut these dies, cut the holes for the not holes, the lines in the flowers. Boy, does that look beautiful and realistic. And then he added a CZ sending a paper hug sentiment for you. But I love how he also paint splattered on a craft cardstock here for you too. I love how he layered this card, so it's a second layer here, but this is like my showstopper. This is what I decided, this is what I'm gonna be making this weekend. And not to downplay Cindy from CRN's cards. I love her card too. I love how she used these orangey, beautiful poppies to create this Hello Friend card. She also used, this you guys are loving, the nested domed arches frame. So this release went live a little over 24 hours ago. And it's fun to see right out of the gate the products that resonate with you, because the nested domed arches, I guess, you know, I can see now that I'm seeing inspiration how people are using these and how it's a great staple for you to have. This one is by Betsy Green. Thank you again, Betsy, for posting on social media yesterday. We always appreciate our designers and illustrators' support. And this one was by Nina Marie Trapani. See how she created almost like a, I don't know, like a window scene to create her good vibes, bad day, sending you love. Or bad day, question mark, good vibes, sending you love. So back to the sunny vibes scene. I love that we have some sunny, and coming up in a minute, I'm gonna show you some funny too. Here's another showstopper. This one is also by Joe Sisavath. And Joe, thank you for coming to our Create event. It was really nice to get to host you here in Columbus, Ohio. Here he used the Lily Duo, some more really intricate, beautiful floral dies as part of our Sunny Vibes release. And then I've got another card. This one is by Callie Person. And this one, also beautiful, by Nina Marie Trapani. Look at those beautiful colors. Do you guys blend yellow and pink? I think yellow and pink offer a really unexpected, beautiful result. And then she did some of Tim's floral stamps in the background there with pink as well to make it stand out. Now, speaking of Joe Sisavath and Create, we know that not everybody who wanted to come to Create could come. So we are slowly but surely posting on our blog projects that vendors made during Create with the instructions and the inspiration and the supply list. So if you want to recreate, if you couldn't come to Create and you want to recreate some of those projects, you'll be able to. So those are going to be posted on our blog over the next few months. Thank you, Stephanie, and our brand managers for putting those together. I've got these beautiful lemony cards. This one's by Cindy from CRN Cards. Pull that one out for just a second. And these were all using the lemon tree. And isn't it that time of year? I don't know, does anybody, I don't know if I should even say this. Does anybody watch Housewives of New Jersey? Because last night I was catching up on my guilty pleasure of Housewives of New Jersey, and they had a limoncello party. I thought that that was so cool to have a theme party. Like, if you guys want to get together with your friends this summer, themed parties are great. I mean, they had little things, yellow limoncello people, a lot of people wore yellow dresses, some of the guys wore yellow shirts. Like, it was just a fun theme. So when I see that, it kind of reminded me of the limoncello party on the Housewives. But I know none of that is realistic, but it is a guilty pleasure. I've got another stamp set for summer. This is Summer Fruit Tiles. Very interesting. There are dies that go with this as well. I don't know if the dies are handy dandy.
Just keep moving.
It's okay. Okay, I'll keep moving. But there are dies that go with this that can do the blocking for you in the background. This card is by Cindy at CRN Crafts. Beautiful by Kathy Zilski as well. A nice pastel card. I love the colors that Callie Person chose for this. You get to color block them. And speaking of color, this is by Enza Gudor. I hope I am saying your name right. Do you know Reed?
I do.
Enza.
Could you spell it out?
I can't really read the writing that well. I don't have my glasses on. I think it's Gudor. How beautiful are these oranges and pinks? I'm telling you, these like pinks and yellows, pinks and oranges, absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is the die set that goes with it, also called Summer Fruit Tiles. So these dies, which I'll open and show you, will cut out the background tiles and some of the sentiments for you from this lovely stamp set.
I will post Enza's Instagram in the chat.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you all heard that, Rita's gonna post Enzo's Instagram in the chat. And then I've got another beautiful card. This is also by Enza. Love these colors. And also used one of our Simon Says Stamp 3D embossing folders to create that background. I think I already showed that embossing flower or folder. It is called Winslow Medallions. I don't know if you guys can see that on screen. I'll open it up so you can see. I was part of a chat last night, you guys. I get on your Facebook groups because I want to know what people care about. So I was on last night and I saw some people asking about our 3D embossing folders, the plate recipes for these. The recipe for our 3D embossing folders, there's several recipes. It depends on what machine you're using. Gina K's machine is, I mean, it's got a dial, man. So that's usually the easiest machine, but it's the hardest to get right now. But if you want to know the recipe, you can always look on our website because we list them for many machines. But I also just want to give you like a fun tip. I just shim. I use a basic template. I mean, I kitted so many of these things for Create this year. So I use so many embossing folders. And when I say shim, it doesn't have to be metal shim. Sometimes I put a few pieces of cardstock. It depends on which machine I'm using because I have different machines here than I do at home. It depends how thick your cardstock is. It depends on how deep you want the impression. So if you just put a few pieces of cardstock little by little in there, the more cardstock you have, the deeper the impression. But somebody asked, why are the Simon Says Stamp embossing folders so thick? Because you can see how thick they are. Well, for a couple of reasons. One is they're really high quality. We're giving you a really high quality embossing folder here that should last you. The other reason is it gives you the ability to do more techniques. So you can do ink rubbing and blending techniques on here. You can also know that it's 3D. So when you cut out or emboss with this, you're getting a much more three-dimensional emboss because there's more room and depth. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's more depth in this plastic to give you a more 3D imprint. So that's why our 3D embossing folders are thick. Thicker than most, but not thicker than all. Okay, now I just want to go to something I said I was going to show you, sunny vibes and funny vibes. Mom, if you're watching, you should probably go grab a drink of water. I know this isn't exactly perfect, but if you've got the right sense of humor, I think this is kind of funny, and it's happened to me in my life. And so when you get a card from a friend and it says this, it makes you feel like you're heard. If something bad happened in your life, if you didn't get the job you wanted, if your schoolwork was delayed or you're teaching and you found out your classroom got divided, I don't know, and you got any bad news, you know, you want to send a card to your friends when they get bad news too, right? So this is a Kathy Zilski die. It's called Expletive. And then we also have these are our sentiment strips that you can cut. You can also foil because they are printed on toner. This is a pack of 4. So, you know, we've got sunny vibes and we've got funny vibes. There was another funny vibe on here that I think I'm gonna, I can't find it right now, but I know it'll turn up. So I'm gonna keep going. This is a happy rainbow stencil set. And boy, oh boy, you guys are liking these stencils big these days. This is a set of, oh, thanks, Reed, 4 very large stencils. Can somebody in our chat, I don't know, and Beth and Susan are probably in the chat with Nina. Can somebody in the chat tell me, what is the retail on this? It's a happy rainbow. It's 4 6x9 stencils made in the USA. They can be layered or used individually. I'll show you some of the inspiration that people used. These are great for mixed media type of things too, which is why
that stencil retails for $19.99.
$19.99 for these 4 large stencils, which is a great value. You can use them independently, you can use them together. Again, for a USA made high quality stencil, I love that. And we also put inspiration on the packaging for you so you can see how to layer these and what they would look like layered. Beautiful card by Mindy Egan. She used, look at that, she used a metallic paste on there too, which I love. Good vibes, right? Sunny vibes, good vibes. I've got another one by Meg Brooks. She used part of the stencil to create this. That Love You is also a Simon Says Stamp die. That black was cut out with black cardstock. Beautiful card by Callie Person. Callie is also on a well-deserved vacation right now, but Callie also sent us these beautiful pieces of art to share with you. And then Emily Midget created a shaker card. She added the You Brighten My Day sentiment from this collection as well. And she used that happy rainbow stencil set. It's great. That's the inspiration. Using this happy rainbow stencil set just makes me happy. It's fun. The colorful is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. It's colorful. Gives you lots of options. Speaking of good vibes, I want to pull some more good vibes products. Sunny vibes, good vibes, bad day, sending good vibes your way. This is using wonky geometric circles. And how fun has this been to use? If you pick this up, I love the idea to emboss it and then watercolor around it. And that is exactly, this is by Cindy at CRN Cards. It's hard to tell, but she actually embossed that with black ink and black embossing powder. And then, which creates a nice little, you can run your finger over it and feel the raised edges. Another, this is one of those good vibes, sunny days, funny days, some days suck. I mean, enough said. Thank you, Kathy Zilski. You got a friend that understands what you're going through. That's a good one to send. Good vibes, bad day, or bad day question mark, good vibes. I love the colors on this as well. And this one is also by Kathy Zilski. Again, this is the clear stamp geometric circles. It is exclusive to Simon Says Stamp. That means we have either somebody on our team here at Simon Says Stamp who drew this, or we hired an illustrator to draw this for us. And then we create samples and showcase to you. So hopefully that inspires you to think of different ways to use this wonky concentric circles. I've got another sunny vibe kind of stencil for you. This one is called Sunshine. It is 3 stencils, and this also, because we're crafters, designing craft product for other crafters, we try to think of all the things. And in this, we asked the manufacturer to make sure they included the masks here too. So not only are you getting the 3 stencils, you're also getting the mask. And you can see these cards by, this one is by Betsy Green. Thank you, Betsy. She was here at Create as well. And Cindy from CRN Cards. Use some beautiful yellow. Wishing you lots of sunshine with these new stencils and masks. So I was talking a little bit about Create. I don't know, Reed, if I did a good job explaining that we're going to be having features on our blog with the vendors that came to Create and their Create and Takes with inspiration, so that if you weren't able to come to Create, you can still see what we made and how we made it. This is a clear stamp modern medallion. Fun. Betsy Green. Wait, Betsy, you're on fire. And then this one by Emily Midget, another shaker. Interesting, she offset that with white ink. So she used our Simon Says Stamp white ink. Isn't that cool? I don't know if Emily Midget has a video showcasing how she did that. Emily Midget has a YouTube channel. I do know that this particular technique I have seen Jennifer McGuire do as well. So if you search white ink on her YouTube channel, you'll see some techniques of offsetting white ink to create that really interesting background. And now talking about our 3D embossing folders, we stepped those up a little bit too, because we included in this one, it's called Wild Blossom. It's got a die for you. The die is inside. You can take it out and it's, I mean, it's in here. It's just stuck on there with a little sticky tape. You can unstick it so you don't lose it. And look how magnificent, not only the 3D quality of this, but then also how you can cut out the floral on your paper. See, this one is cut out. This one is cut and this one is not. This one is simply embossed, and see how rich that embossing is and how deep it is. This card is by Emily Midget. Boy, Emily, you're rocking it. And then Nina Marie, love these colors. Nina Marie Trapani created this one. She did not cut it out. That's simply how that 3D is so dimensional on there, and then she watercolored it. The name of that again is Wild Blossom. What do you guys want me to show more of? In the chat, you know, do you want me to slow down with this inspiration? Do you want me to show you tips and tricks? Do you want me to show you the product up close? Do you want me to show you the samples up close? This is, I'll let you, since I'm on a delay, I'll let you guys, well, thank you. You guys are commenting on the cards, which is awesome because people who are making these cards are working so hard. What's happening, Reed?
Do you have an anti-static powder that you recommend?
Oh my goodness, yes, we do. So Simon Says Stamp has a powder tool that we've created for you all, and we have refills. They're in this like little refill paper. It's an anti-static powder that you can put on your brush or just use separately. But yeah, if you search Simon Powder on the website, you'll find it. But yes, it's a great product. It's one of our more popular products. And also, this is another 3D folder that has the dies that will cut out the zinnias. Those are zinnias, right? Yep, the zinnias. This was a showstopper. I texted Susie, was it last night or the night before? I don't know. Susie's in California, so she may not be live with us today, but look how beautiful. I said, Susie, your inspiration is so colorful. We're featuring it all over our marketing and our storefront, because how beautiful did she color those zinnias? And then these in the back are just simply embossed, and these in the front are embossed and cut out. Can you tell that in the screen? I mean, they look like real flowers in person too. I've got other beautiful. This is by Barbara Terriau. Barbara, I love your colors, and I love how you're using my favorite technique of inking the background. Tracy Ware, you too, inked the background. If you were at Create and took a class with me, that was what I was teaching in my class. So those are using the zinnia embossing folder. Got another really beautiful, get this embossing folder with samples. This is the Brilliant Hibiscus. Also has the dies that cut out. These are exclusive to Simon Says Stamp. This inspiration is by, is this Tina? Yes, Tina Smith. Beautiful colors, Tina. More beautiful colors by Meg Brooks. I love how Meg Brooks added white. She used that color blend, those already pre-printed cardstocks I was showing you. They're a little bit glossy at the beginning of our live. And those you get 8 for, I think, $5.99. It's a great value. And she rubbed white ink to accentuate the embossed parts. What's going on, Reed?
What is the proper order for these embossing cut dies? Should they emboss first, then die cut, or die cut, then emboss?
I think it depends on how detailed. There's probably an answer that somebody like Nina or Sherry would say that they do every single time. I'm inconsistent. Both ways work. I think it depends on the detail. You are going to lose the detail of your embossing folder if you run it through to cut after you've embossed it. So, you know what, we'll do a video. How about we do a video for our YouTube channel if we don't already have, and we'll show you there are pros and cons of doing it either way. The biggest con to me is if you cut it after you emboss it, it flattens some of your detail. So
Nina says she die cuts, then embosses.
I'm not surprised. Nina does things right the first time. I tend to try something 11 different ways and then go back to the way that I was taught to do it right in the first place.
You gotta see for yourself sometimes.
Yeah, is anybody else like that? Like, you just have to see for yourself. You're like, I see the way I'm supposed to do this. Like when you put together furniture, does that happen to you guys? You put together like an IKEA shelf or something, or a drawer, and you're like, oh, I can do this my own way. I don't need to read the directions. And then I'm back to reading the directions by the very end. And speaking of Nina designed this repeating rainbows. She designed it because we were thinking about using it at Create. But it was really, it was one of those projects where you had to do a little bit of assembly, and with so many people in a room at once assembling at different speeds, we figured this wouldn't be a good thing for the class at Create, but it makes beautiful cards. And you can see, so this one is actually by Nina Marie. This one is by Barbara Terriau. Put a sentiment over the top of it and wham bam. And then I've got another one by Callie Person. So there's lots of pretty options with this. And again, the name of it is Repeating Rainbows, made here in the USA and illustrated by Nina Marie. So thank you, Nina, for doing that. Reed, were you gonna say something and I kept talking?
Yeah. No, you're fine. A customer asked if there is multiple packs of the microfiber, but you can just add multiple to your cart. It's not. So you go to the single listing and then click on that and just add more quantity.
It's a good idea though. Yeah, there's singles right now, but Reed, can you make a note to ask Amanda to do bundles? Because I do think that the microfiber towels are a great product for you to buy multiples of. It's only $1.99, and then you can have one that's got glitter and goopy stuff on it. You've got one that you use strictly for cleaning your Misty. You might have one that you clean your stamps with. You might have one that you clean your paint with. It's $1.99, and I made it a really approachable price point for you guys so you could get multiples. So I guess it makes sense for us to discount if you buy a bigger bundle at once too, like 6-pack or 10-pack or something. But this is our Simon Says Stamp microfiber towel, just launched because it's something I always use, and I didn't like using my yellow one because my yellow one always got stained. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to detailed flowers. Divine Peony, really gorgeous. Barbara, look at ribbons. I'm seeing a lot of ribbon coming back into play again. Still the whole front of her card. Beautiful colors. Cindy from CRN Crafts. She used a stamp I will show you in a minute for that. I've got a Joe Savath card. Also using Divine Peonies. Beautiful with Emily. I love how she's paired peaches pinks with navy. Oh. Showstopper. Thank you, Emily. These designers have been working really hard. Beautiful. Love that. Again, Divine Peony. So all of these products are available at Simon Says Stamp. I don't think we have anything sold out yet, but if something sells out, all you've got to do is click that notify me when back in stock button, and we'll email you as soon as we restock. And all of these products should get restocked when we sell out. Kathy Zilski, this is where that stamp that you guys are seeing on a lot of our inspiration today. Bad day, good vibes. Some days suck. Here's to having more that don't. I like that. I mean, we're realists here, people. Life is hard. Making it through today is enough. I'm here for the ups and downs. This blows. I'm so very sorry. If you have a friend that was recently diagnosed with an illness, that's a sentiment that you would share. I'm holding space for you. It's okay to not be okay. Sending you love, all good vibes your way. And then we also have the coordinating dies that are available sold separately or as a bundle for you. And the name of this is Bad Day, Good Vibes. Thank you, Kathy Zilski. Her illustrations are always amongst some of my favorite. Thank you. And look at this card. This looks, Dana Joy. Wow, Dana. How cool is this? How did you do that? I don't have my glasses on, but it almost looks like she used gray to provide dimension around. That is really cool. Or maybe she stamped in gray first. I don't know. If you want to see more, Dana Joy is gotjoycreations.com, and she is MZDana Joy at Instagram. So thank you for sending us that. And then Tracy Ware also sent us this, sending a paper hug. Thank you. One of the stamp sets, which is a great staple, Sunshine and Smiles. If you know a crafty friend, I think this is a great gift for them. So happy for you. Hello, friend. The sentiments on here are beautiful everyday sentiments for anybody who's stamping and making cards or making anything.
Dana said she used a gray Copic marker to create that effect.
Oh, Dana. I'm not wearing my glasses and I thought I saw some gray on there. What a cool idea to use gray Copic to create dimension there. Thank you, Dana. Thanks for joining us live today too. Isn't it fun when people who made these things are actually in the chat with us all too? And that stamp set I just showed also has, Sunshine and Smiles also has the coordinating dies. Sorry I put that stamp set away before I showed you those coordinating dies. And I had this other beautiful stamp set illustrated, Just Breathe. Really artsy, very Sherry Carroll vibes. Even has a little swoosh. You can do anything. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. Gotta remember that. When you're thinking about I woke up this morning, I had something on my mind, and I'm like, I've got to change what I am thinking about right now, because I can't let this impact my mood today. I am here for you always. Let your faith be stronger than your fear. That's really important. Just breathe. Great sentiments for cards. And of course, we have the coordinating dies that go with this, made in the USA. And another really fun, clear background, tin roof. You guys are gonna see this in lots and lots of samples and examples all over the place. This is a fan favorite, tin roof. Another floral, Lily of the Valley. My Aunt Madonna, my mom's sister, always had lilies of the valley in her house. She was like a second mom to me. Every time I see a lily of the valley, it makes me smile. I don't know if you have friends and family in your life that certain flowers are a thing for you, but if you're looking for a lily of the valley, that's a good one. This is a stencil set called Beautiful Blooms Hug. I've got to show you the inspiration. This is a layering set for you to really understand how many layers it has. This is by Callie. It's actually 3 layers in this. And then I've got another card, Loving the Colors, by Emily Midget, who also die cut those flowers that go with this. That tin roof vibe I just had a minute ago. There's also a mini fab floral plate, a little bit of a tin roof vibe. Meg Brooks paper pieced these beautiful colors and created a hugs card. Good excuse to put your little confetti in the middle of the flowers too. Okay, I feel like I'm talking a lot and not paying attention to what people, is anybody asking anything that I should be showing or answering or?
There's 2 questions. One of them is just a general over one. It's when will the next set of Simon Positively Saturated inks come out? It's up to you how you want to handle that one.
So yes, we are going to have some more Simon Says Stamp saturated, positively saturated inks because you guys are loving them. These are the inks we're talking about. I always make sure that we match the color label on the side for you so you're not having to label them. These blend beautifully. They're made here in the United States. They come a lot of times in trios. You don't have to buy all of the trios, but we like to give you 3 options if you're going to do layered stamping or create impact. Sometimes the trio is good. So when are we going to have more? I will say we are definitely having more. We've got some that we've developed for winter, and so you might not see them until October. So if that helps answer.
Yeah, thank you.
I do have some cubes coming out in colors that people have been asking for in July. So we have some blues and greens coming out in July in cubes. So that's some insider information for you guys watching live, I guess. This is a Beautiful Blooms stamp set. Christina illustrated this for Create, and we had so many other things we were doing for Create, we decided that we would put this in a release and have you all be able to enjoy it in a release as well. See all these little colorful pieces that create this wreath. This is by Mary Reiner. I love these beautiful delicate blooms. I've got another, this is a circle card by Mary Reiner. I've got some lavender here by Mary Reiner. She added some glossy accents. This card by Mary Reiner reminds me of a sticker set I had when I was little that just absolutely got me addicted into sticker collecting. Beautiful card by Mary Reiner. And then I've got another card by Mary Reiner, and of the colors on this. Look at the yellow with the green, and then the craft with the yellow. That's a Simon Says Stamp Thanks die. Very simple and elegant, all using the Beautiful Blooms stamp set. I've got some more really vivacious colors for you using this I Hope You Smile today. Along with Barbara Terry, I'll use the stencil, the Sunshine stencil, to create that. And the really big mixed media stencil we were showing earlier, the rainbow, Joe Sisavath used it with the I Hope You Smile today. He also used our color blend cardstock to die cut I Hope You Smile today. And then Emily Midget combined that floral stamp set that we just showed, the nested arch, the I Hope You Smile today with some vellum. Very pretty. Speaking of big sentiments, I've got this also, You Brighten My Day, which is part of our card kit that I'll be showing you later. But I've got some inspiration using the bloom flowers that we were just showing with the You Brighten My Day over it. Then, oh, you guys. Oh, exquisite hummingbird. I know that it's a trend right now. We're seeing lots of hummingbird dies on the market. This one is really beautiful and detailed. And wait till you see the purple and the blue that Callie Person did with her hummingbird. She tied it with that peony background die, the Just Breathe. And another really beautiful by Barbara Terry. She went a different direction and did yellows and blues. Oh, All of these on here are Simon Says Stamp branded products. So wow, Barbara, way to knock it out of the park. Should I keep going, Reed? I feel like I've got...
No, you're doing great. Just a quick question. Do the Beautiful Blooms clear stamps have a coordinating die?
Oh, they do, yes. Yep, Beautiful Balloons have a coordinating die sold separately or sold as a bundle. And then I've got this is called Rainbow and Butterflies. Got some fun sentiments on here. Without my reading glasses, I can still read them. Wishing you rainbows and butterflies. Sending happy wishes and butterfly kisses. Life isn't always sunshine and butterflies. The worst storms create the prettiest rainbows. You've got this. Just thinking of you. Your wings have been there all along. It's time for you to fly. You still give me butterflies. So this is a very butterfly set with also dies that coordinate. Made in the USA. Inspiration by Maura Hibbets. I've got several. This one, and then she switched it up to pinks and yellows. Also a Maura Hibbets card. And also a Maura Hibbets card with some crinkle ribbon. Hint, hint. You might see some more ribbon coming up soon. Not today, but in our future. Because I'm seeing ribbon is really becoming... I don't know, when I started stamping about 25 years ago, ribbon was really hot, and it's circled around quite a bit again.
Quick clarification, the Beautiful Blooms does not have a coordinating die, a coordinating stencil. That's
Oh.
the bundle.
Wow, so this card,
That was Fussy Cut.
this is Fussy Cut. Well, my goodness. Mental note, Reed, will you, Nina, you're on this call.
I think that they already got it. They
Got
called
some
it.
homework. That's a good idea, because these are, I mean, this fussy cutting is some work, but they look brilliant when they're fussy cut. So I think dies would make your life a lot easier for that. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming. We've got little banners, basics. These are 3 banners. There's actually a layer in there as well. We've got this card by Ricky Bromero. Thank you, Ricky. He also came to create. It was good to see him in person. I've got a card by Tracy Ware with this Miss You, and another card by Ricky Bromero with a Love You on the front of it. And all of these are using Kathy Zilski's Little Banners Basics. Great staple for your crafting stash, I guess. And then if you guys have been watching for, I don't know, Alberto's been illustrating with us for a while. Alberto illustrated this lovely stamp set. We can't get enough princesses. You can interpret these Once Upon a Dream in any way you want. There are coordinating dies. You can interpret them as these bookmarks for Girl Power. These are both by Seaman or Simene. Then I've got a card with Ricky Bromero coloring in his princess that way. This one is cute because it focuses, Simene focuses on sister. She left the princesses in black and white, and she die cut sister, put a background piece of paper. If you guys have been creating pretty backgrounds with all those distress spritzes, this is a good place to put a background, die cut over the front of it, and lay a background behind it.
Alberto's in the chat.
Hey Alberto, thank you for joining us in our chat. How do you like seeing what people are making with the products you've illustrated? I love it. And then Susie Plantamura went all out and colored her princesses, made a slimline card, gave it a lot of room, even has some fairy godmothers in the background. Dreams really do come true. You're never too old to wish upon a star. Thank you. Thank you, Alberto. He's been working on some things we have coming out for Stamptumber too, so I can't wait for y'all to see more. Now, knowing that summer is here and upon us, people like Jen Shirkus are probably excited about these beautiful beach combing. We always try to give Jen Shirkus some mermaid or beach love every summer. We love Jen Shirkus. She has lots of education. She does classes. She's got a brilliant blog and social media. She's super active. And I can't wait to see the things that she's creating with these this year. And I also love how the inspiration, this one is by Maggie Hawes, pulls it all together. So Maggie die cut her seashells, colored them, and put them on the front of a birthday card. These seashells also by Maggie Hawes. She die cut, she embossed in gold in die cut. These do have coordinating die cuts, sold separately, beach combing, or as a bundle. I love these colors. I bet Shirkus would love these colors too by Maggie Hawes, all those blues. I've got some rainbows by Maggie as well. She just took one of the shells and duplicated it over and over again. And I think Maggie used a kind of scratch paper or what do you call that, Brian?
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper. for the beach. How clever was that to put her seashells on the sand of the beach, and happy vibes. This card was also by Maggie. And see, stamping doesn't always have to be card making. Maggie also created, this would be a great gift. So she stamped on, it's almost like a rock coaster. I don't know if this is made out of actual, I think it is rock. So she stamped, I think she probably used paint, and she created a little tag. This is a great housewarming, or when you go, like your friend is having a limoncello party, you could bring this as a gift. I mean, you don't have to use seashells, you can also do lemons. But if you guys are having parties, that's some good way to celebrate. Okay, I'm only going to show a couple more pieces before I talk about our card kit. Crochet blocks, beautiful stencil, and you can see Mindy Egan stenciled here. She put create the life you love. And then I've got another create. This is the fancy crate all by itself, which I think is actually what I showed the very beginning. And if I misspoke, I'm sorry. This create die, I think Sherry used it to create the word create on her mixed media. And here Barbara Terriau die cut it with white cardstock. Those are those flowers popping their heads through again, almost like a picture frame with some blending techniques on the background. So speaking of blending techniques, we were talking a little bit earlier about a new distress product that Tim Holtz has released, and Callie Person created with the new distress spritzes. These backgrounds, this like really luminous, see those colors, the flowers? I gotta get them through the camera here.
There you go.
See how luminous those are? I just wanted to make sure to show you guys during the live. It's the bubble burst plate that she used for that background. And here's more shimmer. Love these. Very luminous. I love these distress spritzes. So Simon actually has them as a bundle for you. You get all 12 of them for $45. That is probably, sale is probably going to end this weekend. So if you want to snatch them up, you can also get 20% off all of your Tim Holtz inks and re-inkers while you're there if you use that DSTRS20 coupon code that's on the website. And then I've got a small and a large sand dollar. These were requested. Thank you, Nina, for making them multiple sizes for us. I love the card that Callie Person created. Look at the detail. Can you see the detail in that? Like they look like real sand dollars, and they're not. She made a shaker card out of it. So I love that a lot. So remember, if you guys are chatting live with us today, Reed might be pulling your name for a $100 gift card, so hang in there. We appreciate that you're with us live today. I have, last but not least, our July card kit of the month. And if you're feeling the vibes, it definitely goes with our Sunny Vibe release. My all-time favorite cardstock. So I put a sheet of this cardstock in the kit. Yes, people, I am the obsessed person that puts these kits together. Also, this color blend that was newly released, you saw lots of cards today using these color blends. You get this whole pack of color blends in our July card kit of the month. And they die cut beautifully. They create beautiful backgrounds. You can do all kinds of things with them. They are printed for you. We have a beautiful card, or I'm sorry, envelope for your card. Now, I've die cut this. So I included in this kit a die for you. So you guys can go to town. It's You Brighten My Day. You can actually die cut this envelope with it. Or, I mean, hey, you can also use this envelope as an envelope. I'm not trying to steer you away from that because it is a beautiful envelope. But you can also die cut all of these. This You Brighten My Day. You can also die cut this. And you'll see I've got a sample front and center from Callie Person where she die cut using her color blend. How fun is that gradient? She also used the stamps from this included in the card kit, Sunny Smiles. This card kit is a great value. The cards don't come with it. These are samples for inspiration for you. I'm gonna keep showing you what's in the kit. You also get a really heavy duty piece of 100, I believe this is 110 pound cardstock. You also get, this is printed on acetate. So this is toner printed on acetate, which means you can use it for the front of a shaker card like this. You could also use it with these foil toner sheets, which I've included in the kit. So you get the foil toner sheets, 8 sheets included in the kit. You also get this. You get these really whimsical, I know they say let spring begin, but I just loved the vibe of these flowers with all of these other products. You also are getting this star lattice embossing folder. Again, people, all of this is in our July card kit of the month. This is packed, absolutely packed for you. You get these confetti sequins that Tara, I can't take credit for these. Tara matched these perfectly to the vibe of this kit. Of course, we always put a lollipop in your kits. You also are getting these foam strips. These are double-sided, so if you want to turn your happy day into a shaker card, these foam strips, like see here, Callie turned hers into a shaker card. She foiled it with the gold foil, yellow foil, it's in the kit. She used these strips and she used these confetti sequins and created this really cool, oh, and of course the stamp. She used the smile from the stamp, the sun, the circle to create this. Last but not least, you are also going to get a Simon Says stamp mesh zipper bags. These are really nice, high quality. They store all of the components of the kit into it. We also make sure you get inspiration for the kit. You not only get inspiration included in your kit, but we put inspiration all month long on our YouTube channel and on all of our social media, our Instagram reels, our Facebook account, even Pinterest, you can find inspiration. There is no short supply of inspiration from this card kits. And I'm telling you, this one, if you're a subscriber, was only $34.95, and that is a bargain for all of these products. So I hope that you love and enjoy that. Reed, if you want to change to the front, I can do some more housekeeping for everybody and see, are there any questions, Reed?
The one that's not related to anything. Is there a story behind why there's a lollipop?
Yeah.
They asked that. That's what
So, I mean, if y'all want to have, I know I talk a lot, so there's a story. I'm not really good at being short with stories, but does anybody remember that brand, Amuse? I think they were based out of maybe Seattle or Portland. They might even still be around. Amuse, A-M-U-S-E. They had really cute, small stamps. Well, early on in my stamping days, I would buy Amuse. I loved their products so much that they didn't sell wholesale. I would buy their products as a customer when I was first starting Simon Says Stamp. Like, these were the way early days when I was still in my house. And I would buy from Amuse at whole retail price, and I would sell them on my website just because I loved them so much. I wanted other people to have them too. I just loved them. And they always put a lollipop in my orders, and it just made me so happy. So I love to suck on something, a little craft with a little bit of candy, suck on a lollipop. And it always stuck with me. And so when I put my first card kit together, it's probably been 13 years ago now, we've been doing our card kit of the month program. I thought I need to put a piece of candy in there for everybody because it just brought me such a little piece of joy when I was crafting. So that's why we always put lollipops in. Now, we do switch it up sometimes. We've been trying different things like hard candy and gum and things like that. But we have to be careful because of temperature. We don't want to give you something that's going to melt or become gooey. So I like the lollipops. So again, I'm a crafter. I do this because I love it. I'm very grateful that I get to do this because I don't take it for granted. I used to be a food broker, and I mean, that was okay, but it wasn't nearly as much fun as this is. So I'm really grateful that I get to work with you guys and to bring these things to life. Reed has a $100 winner today, and that $100 winner for a gift card is Crafty Toad.
Yep.
So Crafty Toad, thank you for watching us live. All you have to do is email Reed, R-E-E-D, at Simon Says Stamp, and he will send you a $100 gift card so that you can purchase anything you want. And hey, did you miss Create 2024? Guess what? We are doing another in-person event. August 2nd and 3rd, we will be at Stampaway USA in Cincinnati, Ohio. In person, we will have Simon Says Stamp product galore for you to shop and enjoy, as well as tons of inspiration. And for the first, just like every year, for the first 100 people who come to our booth, we have a special gift for you. So Reed's taking notes, because Reed will be there too, so will Brian. So I'll be there, our team will be there, and we love getting to see you guys in person, because to have somebody you can talk shop with and see them in person is just super fun. I was talking to one of my crafty friends last night, and she's like, you know, it's nice to be able to talk shop and have people understand when I say heat tool, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, because crafty people understand that kind of vernacular, but it's fun to talk about techniques too. So back to the housekeeping, I just want to remind everybody that the Distress 20% off sale is for the ink pads and the re-inkers, and it's the code DSTR20. And it's all month long. It's all of June of 2024. If you're watching this on rewatch, we'll probably be featuring a different product in July and a different product in August. So you can just go to our website, simonsystamp.com, and see what's on the storefront and what we're featuring. All of the products today that I showcased and more, because I have some sequins over here I didn't get to and some other things, are all available at simonsystamp.com. We have created these products. We are crafters. We've created them for you who are crafters, and we couldn't be more grateful that you've decided to join us, not just in live, but to support Simon and the brand and the industry. So thank you to all. Did I miss anything, Reed? Does anybody have anything else that we should talk about before I bid toodaloo?
Blog Hop.
Oh, the Blog Hop. Yes. Oh my gosh, how did I? You guys, there's a free gift on the Blog Hop. Yes, and it's a great free gift. So if you go to the Simon Says Stamp blog, that's where it starts. SimonSaysStampBlog.com. Is that right, Reed? It's SimonSaysStampBlog.com. That is the first stop. And we've got hoppers from all over the world. There's artists literally all over the world who are posting on their blog today with your free gift that you can get if you get that code from those blog hoppers. So thank you to the blog hoppers for celebrating this release for us too. It makes it extra fun when we're all in this partying together. We are going to do a Q&A for Stamptember, but we're not going to do that until August. We are doing our 15th Stamptember, so it's going to be extra special because it's an extra special number for you. And I think that's all the housekeeping. We're going to be in person at Stamp Away USA in Cincinnati, Ohio. You can go to Stamp Away USA, I think it's .org, on the internet if you want to get tickets for that event. It's a Friday and an all-day Saturday event to go to that, but we are looking forward to doing another in-person event. Okay, I'm going to bid toodaloo. Thank you for joining us. Again, Heidi, Simon's mama, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing and all this inspiration. I hope you make something today, and I hope you make sure that you give and spread a little bit of sunny vibes to the people around you too. Thank you. Toodaloo.